Namaste dosto. Welcome to my YouTube channel called Everyday Manufacturing. So today we'll be discussing on chapter 4 of Indian CDSCO MDR 2017, where we'll be talking about what is the validity of license once issued by the CDSCO. When I say license, I mean a manufacturing license or the loan license. So license or the loan license issued in Form MD5, 6, 9 and 10 shall remain valid in perpetuity subject to the payment of license retention fee as specified in the second schedule of Indian CDSCO MDR 2017. So we need to pay the fees before the completion of a period of 5 years from the date of its issue unless it is suspended, cancelled by the CLA or the SLA. So in order to ensure that your license remain valid, so once the license has been granted, the due date is after the 5 years from the date of the issue. So before the 5th year get ended, you need to pay that respective fees so that your license remain active. If the license holder failed to pay the required license retention fees on or before the due date as referred to in subrule, the license holder shall, in addition to the license retention fee, will be liable to pay a late fee calculated at the rate of 2% of the license retention fees, right? For every month as a part of therefore within 180 days, and in event of the non-payment of such fee during that, the license shall be deemed to have been cancelled. So let's say I got the license from the Indian CDSCO, right? So now the time came where I need to pay the required fee, right? So let's say my license is getting expired today, okay? So from today I'll be having a grace period of the 180 days, which I say it means a grace period of 6 months. So in the next 6 months I'll be having a chance to pay the fee, but with the penalty fees at a rate of 2% every month. But after 180 days, if I'm not able to pay the fee, my license shall be cancelled by the CDSCO, right? So this is very simple. Suspension and cancellation of license. Whereas the license contravenes any provision of the Act and this rule, the CLA or the SLA as a case may shall have, after giving the licensee an opportunity to show cause as to why such an order should not be passed, shall by an order and for the reason to be recorded in writing suspend it for such period as it considers necessary, either wholly or in respect of any other medical devices, or cancel the license or the loan license. A license has been suspended or cancelled by the CLA or SLA may be under subrule 1, may within 45 days of the receipt of a copy of order by such authority prefer to an appeal to the state government or the central government as the case may be, right? So now you're able to understand that how the suspension and cancellation of license occur, right? Point number 3. The SLA or CLA as a case may revoke suspension order issued under subrule 2 for the reason of the recorded writing, right? So now let's talk about the test license. So the test license to manufacture for test, evaluation, clinical investigation, etc. So in that case, small quantity of class A, B, C and D medical devices may be manufactured by the manufacturer for the purpose of clinical investigation, test evaluation, examination, demonstration or training, for which an application shall be made in Form MD12. So MD12 is for the test license, right? Along with the required fee. So when we are going to file the MD12, we need to provide a certain information. What are those information? A brief description of the medical devices including the intended use, MOC, design and undertaking stating that the required facilities including the equipment, instrument and the person have been provided to manufacture such medical devices. We also need to tell about the list of equipment and instrument which will be going to help to manufacture particular medical devices. The list of qualified personnel, the copy of manufacturing license issued under this rule if any, the approval letter authorizing to undertake research and development activity issued by the government organization and so many things, right? Now, this CLA after inquiry if any as may be considered necessary to be satisfied the requirement of these rules have been complied, they are going to grant the test license in Form MD3 or may reject within the period of 30 days from the date of application in made sub-rule 1. So I hope this is very easy and understandable. The license is going to maintain the record of the detail of quantity of the product manufactured under test license, right? The license granted under sub-rule 3 shall, unless cancelled earlier, remain in force for the period 3 years from date of its issuance, right? So the test license validity is for the 3 years once it has been issued. So you can use a test license within 3 years. After 3 years can't be used, and that is only one-time uses. Now, what is the condition of test license to manufacture for test, evaluation, clinical investigation, all those forms, right? So the license shall use the medical device manufacturer under license granted under sub-rule 3 of Rule 31 exclusively for the purpose of a clinical investigation, test, evaluation, examination, demonstration or training at the place specified in the license. So these are the conditions, right? The licensee will allow any medical device officer to enter the premises within or without notice the premises where the medical devices are manufactured and to satisfy himself that only the clinical investigation, test, evaluation, examination is being performed against the test license. So these batches will not be used for the commercial purpose. When I say commercial purpose, you can't sell this test batches into your market, right? The licensee shall maintain the record for the quantity of medical device manufactured, tested and stocked and its disposition. So for each and everything, a proper reconciliation should be there. How the cancellation of test license is going to occur, right? So what are those cases? The CLA shall, after giving the opportunity to license to explain in writing license defense, pass an order for the cancellation or otherwise record for the reason therefore in the said order. A license whose license has been cancelled may appeal to the central government within the 45 days from the date of the order. So I hope you must have enjoyed my today's lecture. Please do like my video, comment on my video and please share in your available network. Till then, take care. Bye bye.